Alright folks, hello and welcome to another Minecraft video. My name is LeaderGrev. Ooh. And that was an unnecessarily spooky intro for reasons unexplained. Why do I have all this stuff? I feel like this has gotten so intense that half this stuff doesn't even belong to me anymore. I'm not connected to it as a person. Ooh, creepy crawly. This is all much darker than I remember it being. Did I change some settings? I'm going to guess that I did. Oh well. Does this do anything? No, it just makes the darkness brighter. Let's not go counterclockwise. Let's actually take the side first. I kind of want to see what's going on down here. Personally. And I feel like the way forward, that's like the progress. And I don't want to... Ugh, this is terrifying. Why is this hallway so long? Oh! Well then! You jerk! You snuggle fart! I don't have any blocks. I ain't got no blocks for you, babe. I just ain't got no blocks for you. I ain't got no blocks for you, babe. But I should get some. So I can block around with you. Yeah, baby. Nothing in here. Can I block around to something in here? Not really. I guess this means that we're going to be doing a lot of mining. It's a good thing we're not miners. Ha ha ha. I'm going to make this bedrock. I'm here all night. Anyways, Guude's 404. What are we doing? We're going to the direction that we gotta go in. Actually, something I kind of want to talk about and kind of don't want to talk about is recently I've been in a strange state of confusion, and I honestly don't know how to explain it. It has nothing to do with Minecraft. It has nothing to do with YouTube. It has nothing to do with any of that. But I've just been confused. At some point, I think I mentioned this in another video, I had a debate about, scratching my mic. Why would I do that? It's because I'm itching my nose. Itching the schnoz. But basically, I was having a debate in one of my classes about Coney 2012, and some of the people advocated for this attitude of like, if you don't like it, you should just ignore it. I think that's ignorant as fuck. Pardon my French. But I think that's such a terrible attitude to have. Like, why would you ever do that to yourself, in my opinion? Maybe this was a terrible idea. I feel like this was. What's going on? But at the same time, what I'm also worried about is what if I start taking on issues and like start taking vocal stances simply for the sake of taking a stance. I feel like recently I've been talking to a friend of mine and we've been having pretty intense debates about the legalization of marijuana, and personally I'm conflicted because I want to be on the forefront of progress, and I believe that in my lifetime pot will be legalized. I am fairly certain that that's what's going to happen. If I had to put bets on this type of stuff, I would say that in my lifetime, in the next 50 years, pot will be legalized and cigarettes will be phased out legally. In the sense that they won't be a big deal anymore. Like, in the United States at least, all of different kinds of legislations are trying to cut down on cigarette use, cigarette everything. It's pretty intense. And I have no idea what's going on. Let's do the following. 1, Actually, no, let's just do that down there. Whoa! Hello! I'm not comfortable with being shot at. Okay, that's very close. This darkness terrifies me. I don't know what's going on. I'm so scared. Oh, something just spawned there, I think. I'm so scared. Oh. Oh, it's a block in the middle of the sky. One could say it's a sky block. Ha ha ha. If they were idiots. Alright, let's go back and get some stuff. Because I'm not comfortable with what's going on right now, to be perfectly honest. I'm not enjoying this obsessive darkness. I somehow toned it down with, oh dear lord. I toned it down with Optifine, but I uninstalled Optifine since then, and, this is what happened. I didn't think it would have an effect on Guude's 404. It did, and I already regret it. I'm okay with the frames, though. That's fine. I'm not having any... I feel like that's alright. Okay, let's not die. Okay. Lack of confidence increasing exponentially. Oh, son of a gun. I need to get a pick. Why was I stupid enough to go here without a pick? Or another pick. I have 2 swords. Why didn't I bring another pick? Who am I? I am a fool. I am man. That is who I am. Anyways, I was trying to have an intelligent conversation with you guys, and it's not working. Basically, I don't know, I've just been very conflicted on certain issues, and I feel like... I don't even know how to describe how I'm feeling. Not fantastic. Let's put it that way. Not feeling superb. Can I go to bed yet? I don't know if I've slept. That's what scares me. I kind of worry that I will have to return here and, concern. Let's get some more blocks. I don't know. Something about me just feels conflicted about everything recently. It's not cool. I've been very grinchy and grouchy, and I think for my next video I'll prepare more of something on that. Right now I can't even really define what that feels like, what I'm feeling, to be entirely honest. And this wasn't the idea of that. But since we already brought up marijuana, a question for you guys. And for those of you guys who are interested in law and things like that, this will be right up your alley. Because one of my friend's arguments about the legalization of marijuana is that we should allow people to do stupid things to themselves. That is their own right. And I don't want to sound like an authoritarian dick or something like that. I don't want to be that guy who's like, we have to impose a dictatorship. That is a good idea. Ha 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 ha. Because I don't think that. But I think that to an extent, it's the government's responsibility to look after its people and sort of advise on the well-being of its people. And now I could be completely wrong, and I want your guys' advice, because people have sort of been shying away from me on this issue. Like, should the government not tell you, but try to regulate sort of like what you can and can't do? Is that legal? Should that be allowed? And personally, I think, like, yeah, why not? Let's do that. If the government has some kind of, okay, I don't even know how to get down from here. This is not good. I wonder if there is another side here. What scares me is that I bet that thing has already spawned a whole bunch of nothing goodness down there. Basically, if something is detrimental to your health, should it be the government's responsibility to try and stop you from using that? Like, a lot of people cite alcohol right now as something that has detrimental health effects, but is still legal. And personally, if it were up to me, I wouldn't make it illegal. I don't know if I'd go that far, because there are ways to enjoy it correctly and appropriately, but I would do something about it, and I'm not even sure what. But I don't think that the answer to certain problems is just to legalize everything. I think that's a faulty approach. Oh, nuts. Whoa. That was certainly helpful. I didn't think about this, to be entirely honest. I didn't know that there would be a giant floating chest. Although I'm still interested in going down, to be perfectly honest. I kind of want to see what's downstairs. Is that a bad idea? Is it bad that I'm curious? Yes! Score, motherfuckers! Yeah! Okay, well I can't really see what's down there from here. And I don't think I have anything to gain by going down. So maybe I'll avoid that conveniently and casually. I don't think there is a way down. I think the idea was the sand falls, you fall, you die, a vicious, terrible death to spawning things, and you have to fight your way up. I didn't fall into the obvious trap, you scrubs. You fools. Do not think I would fall for such treachery. Ha! Never. Also, I looked back through my older videos and I realized I have made a mistake. So before I do what appears to be... Or actually, you know what? I can't even sleep yet. You know what, let's take the... you know what, let's take half of the dirt. You know what, I doubt that I'm going to end up using it. And if I'm completely wrong, somebody correct me fast. Up too late? Ha! I'm a clever one. But essentially, I've been very... My brain is very confused about what I've been trying to tell you today, but... yeah, basically, give what I've been trying to say some thought. I don't know what to tell you guys, to be perfectly honest. I've been so confused that once I get sort of to the bottom of what it is I'm confused about, then I'll have an easier time with this. But right now, I'm very much lost. And I kind of... Oh, motherfuckers! I refuse. Oh my god. You dick! Ah! Ah! Whew. Oh, this is not where I wanted to respawn. This is not where I wanted to respawn. Nuts! Okay, well at least let's craft ourselves some armor. Let's be smart users of the leather that has been given to us. Let's craft ourselves some stuff. I mean, we might as well. What do we have to lose? Nothing. But our dignity and our fatherland, and we shall not lose that. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Should I take the shovel as an extra precaution of smash faceism? Definitely. Better smash all the faces. We must be prepared to smash every face. Which direction do I go into? See, this is why I didn't want to... Ah! God damn it. Ah! And the view distance is a mess. Because of no Optifine. God damn it. Ah! Safety. Oh, of course, I'm glad I brought the shovel. Because 3, 2, 1, 0, I'm a psychic. Look at that. I'm a genius. Anyways, that was really stupid. Those ghasts can go eat a giant beluga whale. Because yeah. Beluga whales. Anyways, that was evil. That was cruel and malicious and jerk-offish. And what should be done right now? Let me tell you what must be done. Did I put my brown wool away? Yes, I did. Excellent. I'm going to need some of this for obvious reasons. But also, that cobblestone will come in handy, and I'm glad it will. Because I need to build myself a step there that cannot be easily destroyed. Let's go do this. Maybe I brought a few too few torches, but... Too many mother uckers ucking in my stuff. Too many mother uckers. Too many to count, mother uckers. Okay, let's see how this will work. Perfect. Go, 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 yes, 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 yes. You fucking, you villain! Where are you? Oh, God, nuts. Show yourself. I'm clicking. I know that it's somewhere, but I can't see where. Shoot. This is terrible. God damn it. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, Lordy. Lordy me. This is not going to go well. I can already tell this day will suck. Because it's not gonna go well. It's probably gonna suck. It's probably gonna suck. Also, I've got no sandstone, except I'm surrounded by it. That's all okay. Hey, hey. Alright, let's prepare this. I actually, for those of you who have been watching my World 2 series, I have big plans for that spawner. I've been changing it around a bit off camera. You guys haven't seen any of that. That's why it's been off camera. But it wasn't serving its function the way I had it set up. So I changed it a tiny bit, and I made some tiny reconfigurations, and now I think it'll work perfectly. I will do the final reconfigurations on camera with you guys, but I think I've got a spawner that's really, really nice, and I'm going to be decorating it, actually. I spent a whole lot of time yesterday just grinding. You know what's really good? I can't say it's really good, but you know what feels really good sometimes? Just having a good grind in a video game, where you just grind away and you end up with all the stuff you wanted at the end, and you're just like, that was good. That was a good grind. I'm glad I grinded right there. That was very good. And, like, that's an awesome feeling. You're just like, yeah, I grinded, but it was awesome. And I love that. I love that feeling. And I had a bit of that yesterday, so that was really good. I feel like I'm talking about a food. Yeah, I had a bit of that yesterday. It was awesome. Yeah, you know, NBD. That would actually be terrible accompaniment, because that was actually pretty creepy. 1, 2, 3, 4 is enough. Okay, let's grab a now. Get nomming on a bit of it. No. I hate gas. I hate every single one of them. They suck. They're terrible. Whoever came up with the idea of a gas spawner is the jerkiest jerky. Ooh. Freestyling. That doesn't make any sense. What am I talking about? I can imagine you guys watching these videos. What the fuck are you talking about? Seriously, what do I even do? Alright, let's climb up here and get a better view of what's going on. This is really dangerous. This was not a smart idea. Okay, so we're in some sort of... Oh, snap! There's a ghast and it's gasting all around. I'm assuming that box. Oh, snap! It's a giant chest. Look, there's 3 ghasts, and they're gasting all through space. Yeah, they're gasting away like Tom Hanks in Outcast, except they're ghasts. Alright. Oh, yeah. That's gonna be annoying. Annoyingly hard to get to and annoyingly hard to get back from. But I believe in our capacity to not be dumb. Although this was really... The view distance here, that's annoying. That's a pain in the behind. My microphone just went... when I went... Oh well. Actually, I kind of like this new mic, and I kind of don't. I feel like it picks up way too much. Whereas my old phone mic, it was like, I don't give a shit about half the things you say. But at least it picked up what I was saying, and it picked it up in fairly good quality, and it got that around and nothing else. And that's what was good. I didn't want anything else. But this one picks up. It picks up my phone. It picks up my fan. It picks up everything. It's a pain in the batootie. Batootie hootie chakootie. Mahootie. Booty scooty. Papootie. None of that made any sense, but who needs sense when you're a YouTube commentator? Am I right? Ha ha ha. Actually, this is... I don't intend to call anyone out. That's not the idea. But I get a lot of messages from people who are like, "You're a huge YouTube celebrity. What suggestions would you give?" Or like, "Thank you for reading my stuff, YouTube celebrity," or stuff like that. I'm not singling anyone out, and I'm not bringing up concrete examples. None of these specifically happened or anything like that. But I'm a normal dude. I'm not a YouTube celebrity. That's a bit of a glorification of what I do. I play video games and I have fun. Now you could say a lot of YouTube people nowadays do that, but I do it the best. No, I'm just kidding. I'm so modest. No, what I mean to say is, what I'm doing is not... I'm not a YouTube celebrity. That's not... Don't address me like that. I'm Grev, or if you're so inclined, I'm Mike. But I don't go out of my way to pretend to be famous or anything like that. That's not what I do. I'm not doing this for the fame. And while I do like getting paid, that's not why. That's not why I do this. Oh, those are gas spawners. For nuts' sake! Ah! I thought that was just a... I thought that was just... Ah! Oh, nuts. Come on, conveniently bypass everything. Let's get back home and see if we can uck this up, or rather not uck this up. Oh, what a fall! Are you okay, Grev? Alright, back to what I was talking about. I'm not like I don't consider myself a big deal. Like, I try to communicate with you guys. I try to get back to you guys on a regular basis. I don't do anything that serious. I'm not like, oh, I'm a big deal. Like, I'm not trying to make anything out of this commentary right now with that whole shtick, but really, what I do is not a big deal, and I enjoy playing games just like you guys, and I will read what you guys send along, and I will do what you guys tell me to do, and I will, as long as it's reasonable, like, don't ask me to murder someone, essentially, but, Whoa! Nuts! Who just... What? That was crazy. Okay. Time to be safe, like the preferable kind of sex. It must be safe, because if it's not, it's probably not consensual. It's probably menstrual. I don't even... What am I saying? Oh, dear Lord. Oh, nuts! This whole thing is going to set on fire. Ah! 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 Escape! 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 Fire escape! 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 That was pretty awesome. Stop sliming, you slimy Schleimersten. Why don't you... I've had enough of you, slimy McSlimerston. Huh. Also, on the note of things I do and don't do, a while ago, and I don't remember who it was, and I'm not, like, gonna make a big deal out of this or get upset, but I was talking to somebody, and I forget who it was, or maybe it wasn't a someone, but I was communicating with a viewer, and he brought up that my newer content, you just didn't like it. That's okay. That makes sense. I'm fine with that. But at that same time, it's not fine if I don't know what I should change. So, if you guys think I'm doing something wrong, if you guys think I could be doing something better, if you guys think I'm not doing a very good job, I need to know these things. Because if you guys don't tell me, I have nobody to tell me. These are all things that are not really that self-explanatory. It's not like, oh, I will assume that I am doing fantastically, and I will do so. I need your support in terms of feedback and commentary and the good comments, and at the same time, I need your feedback in terms of what I'm doing wrong. I was having a discussion about the legalization of marijuana with my girlfriend, and I was in a grouchy mood. I was being a huge dick, and she's like, I do have some other opinions, but I'm not going to tell you because you're in a bad mood. And as much as I appreciate and understand that, please, guys, don't rob me of discussion. If you have something to tell me, do me a favor by telling me. It will only be so much better. Or actually, it will be so much better if you tell me. If you leave me in the dark, I can't change. I can't do things differently. I mean, there are some videos of mine that have higher viewer retention than others. Occasionally I do pop a glance at that. And some videos have very low viewer retention. And that's most of them. But we don't talk about that. Anyways, if you guys aren't watching the whole video, if there's something going on, if you are watching the whole video, these are things I should know. So, I don't even know if I had to phrase this, if I had to label this commentary as a commentary about one certain thing, I would not be able to do it. This whole episode has been kind of a mess. I feel like one of the problems with me is that my commentary is never very structured, and I like to talk a lot, so that's what I do. And it's never like, here, listen to me talk about topic A, B, or C. It's, here, I have this to say, but I don't know how I'm going to say it, so blah, blah, blah. And I apologize for that. Because somewhere deep down in my heart... Oh, I ruined it. You know what else? You know what else gets to me? This happened today in one of my classes, where this kid, he walks in, he's all... we were supposed to be playing a trick on one of our classmates, and he was supposed to walk in, we would all be staring at him, and he'd be like, ah, shucks, you guys, why are you staring at me? And we can be like, oh, you. Like, friendly little prank. And one kid who was there, he starts cracking up as soon as this kid walks in, and he's like, oh, I blew it. When somebody says, I blew it, what do you start to think of immediately? Maybe I'm just a weird kid. Maybe I'm wrong entirely. Maybe this isn't what normal people think. But I immediately thought of something completely inappropriate. And so, impulsively, I said, well, that's not the only thing you've blown, if you know what I mean. Ha, ha, ha. That was actually kind of malicious. And one thing that I do feel bad about, or not even feel bad about, let's preface this. I like to think I'm a fairly good person. I don't randomly do mean things to others. But sometimes, like, I'm an extremely, extremely snarky person. If you get on, not even on my bad side, if, like, under almost any circumstance, I can be very, very snarky. Let's go down over here. This is nice. Why didn't I... Oh, there's so much stuff here. Anyways, I can be extremely snarky. Like, it can be so bad. Like, so unbelievably bad. That it's unbelievable. It's so unbelievably bad that it's unbelievable. Do you see? How do I speak? Why do I bother talking at you guys if I can't properly phrase things in ways that aren't stupid? Yeah. I need to create a stairway. Anyways, I felt really guilty afterwards, and I went and I apologized to this kid, and I apologized to my teacher afterwards, and I was cognizant of having done something wrong. And, like, I do feel guilty when I hurt someone's feelings. But, and, like, that's not even a but. That's something that bothers me about me. I like to think I'm a fairly smart guy. I don't mean that as, like, look at me, I'm so smart. Because there are things I'm really dumb at. And, like, but in the things I try, I like to think I'm not too dumb. I can do things, and I'm not a giant doo-doo brain at these certain things. But, sometimes what really gets to me is just, like, an inability to almost appreciate a snarkiness. And so sometimes I can use my intellect, or self-perceived intellect, for very malicious purposes. And that's terrible, and I feel really bad. But at the same time, I'm also cognizant of these problems. And this has been a really weird commentary. I apologize, and not in advance. I've already done everything that I could have done that was wrong and strange and evil. And evil! Ah, right on cue. Speaking of evil... Ha! Ha! What? Something just smacked. And I don't think it was the creeper. Bum, bum, bum! Oh, is that a... What's a zombie? Lame! Lame! Ah! Not lame, just evil! Why don't you stop being evil? Ah! Ah! Oh my god, this is not good. Ah! So much lava to die in. Oh, it's nuts! So many motherfuckers fucking in my shiz. Okay. Yeah, forget any kind of structured commentary. Let's just be crazy. Because isn't that what we do best? Isn't life all about enjoying the crazy, absurd aspects of life? That's definitely not true and not right. I mean, appreciate absurdity all you want, but there's something that should be done about that. Didn't I just say I was going to stop doing this? I apologize in advance. in advance. This is why I do. My brain is just. This is what happens when you don't commentate for a while, and then you come back and you're all like, I'm ready to commentate, and then you suck. This is why I'm not the legendary YouTuber you guys think I am. I trip over my words, I have no idea what I'm talking about, and I can't maintain a structured thought. Those are problems when your life and money making depends on speech and talking. Usually you have to know how to talk to be able to make money by talking. I mean, essentially, that's what I've heard. I personally don't know because I don't do a very good job. Get the fuck out of my face! Woo! Where did everyone go? Did they just fall into the lava? Yeah, haha. You thought you could live? You thought you could spawn? Heathen. You should go back to the night. Roxanne. You don't have to put on the red light. You don't have to worry. We will sell your body to the night. I'm pretty sure that's not how it goes. Huh. Oh, pray tell, what's in this corner? Ooh. A watery water block. Ooh. Ooh. Exciting. Oh, no water in there. Aha! I have a bucket of iron to use on this water supply. I was just talking about something, but then the phone went blah, 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 and I stopped talking. Anywho, Jumanji Boo. Cool. That was good. That was quite good. Alright, so we've got plenty of stuff. We've got our magenta wool. I know I was freaking out earlier about the magenta wool, and finally got it. I realized that I looked through some older videos and I was like, that was stupid. I went down but not up. And I realized that I was dumb. That happens a lot. It does. Also, I've started enunciating my L's a lot more in commentary. I usually don't, but in commentary, a friend of mine pointed this out. I sound different during commentary than I do usually. Come down here and fight like a man. Fight me, demon. There are turkeys outside. Ooh, it's nighttime. Excellent. I think I will go set up camp in the over there place. Yes. The over there place. Alright. Oh baby, 4 more pieces left. 4 more parts of the puzzle. Just 4 more. That's a battle. That's gonna be a battle. And I don't even know what's gonna come of that. I have no idea. But you know what? I think we're just gonna have to find out. My name is LeaderGrev, kids. And I will see you next time. Click, 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 click. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm so sorry. Alright, bye. Alright, I'm done. Just get out of here. Leave. Leave. Goodbye.